see here, the temperatures are going to get chillier outside, and maybe you want to go indoors to a nice, comfortable place to enjoy a nice hot cup of coffee, some delicious pastries, and, of course, wonderful customer service and hospitality. And we want to thank you so much, Kelly, for joining us live here. And she is from Sugar and Rhyme Coffee House, located at 203 East Chicago Street in downtown Elgin. We've got her on the phone lines now. Hello, how are you doing today?
Hi, Matt. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you so much for asking. I'm so glad you were able to take the time to call into the station today to talk a little bit about what Sugar and Rhyme has to offer to the many listeners out there within the Fox River Valley.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to be here. Would you like me to just kind of talk a little bit about, what's basically on the basic menu?
Yeah. So what we'll do actually is we'll start off here. If you want to do like a little introduction of yourself, tell people out there who you are.
Uh-huh. Okay, so my name is Kelly, and my fiance Garrett and I, we run Sugar and Rhyme Coffee House alongside with his parents, Pat and Miles Henderson. So we established in November of 2022, so we're just over 2 years old now, and we've always been pretty committed to, our values being we would like to serve good quality food for reasonable prices, and we hope to take care of our team, our employees, because we feel that those three things are kind of like the core of what we stand for. We serve Collectivo coffee. They are a Milwaukee brand. They roast small batch in River West. They are organic and fair trade. We serve their black and tan roast is our main house drip, and then we also serve their Peacemaker, which is our main espresso that we use. We also carry their decaf Dream Harder. All of our sauces, syrups, spice mixes are made in-house from scratch, just like our pastries.
Awesome. So you've got so many great things to offer here as well. Now, I got to ask you this. Of course, the name Sugar and Rhyme, it's a catchy name. I love it, by the way.
Thank you.
So what's the story behind it? How does it reflect the atmosphere or menu?
I love this story, actually. So we were brainstorming so many names for so long before, Sugar and Rhyme was even, established the building and everything. There were so many good ones, but really Sugar and Rhyme hit the best. It just rolls right off the tongue. And actually it was my best friend, Talin, who came up with the name. And she thought, well, Pat, who is my future mother-in-law, she's very much a theater person. She absolutely loves all the arts. She loves Shakespeare. She is a director. She's been a producer. She's lighting design is one of her main fortes that she does. And so we wanted to have a nod sort of to her because we just, we really admire who she is. And one of the reasons that we decided to settle in Elgin was because this community is really steeped in the arts. And being an artist myself, we were just absolutely, over the moon with that. So Sugar and Rhyme, the rhyme part being a nod to Pat. And sugar, of course, well, that's just kind of what we do. Now, we do carry sugar-free vanilla, but that's the end of list. We don't mess around with the sugar-free.
Hey, and that's okay. Getting that real sugar there is always so delicious, of course. What's one of your most popular items on your menu, and what's even your personal favorite that you like?
Well, actually, my personal favorite beverage happens to be our most popular showstopper. It's called the creme brulee latte. It is usually made with half and half, but you can do whatever milk you like. If you get it hot, it's with our house-made vanilla bean syrup, a little bit of brown sugar. We steam that, and actually we torch turbinado sugar on the top, just like a creme brulee. Now, we can't do that with the iced version, but our iced creme brulee latte shakerado is the style that we make our drinks in. We basically brew the espresso hot over like the vanilla bean and the brown sugar so that it all melts down. Then we rapidly cool it in a martini shaker filled with ice, which aerates the coffee and really brings out that flavor. So unlike cold brew, we actually brew our espresso right then and there, and it is nice and fresh, and it's aerated, and it really elevates the taste of the coffee. So I would say creme brulee latte is our most popular beverage. And if it came to the pastries, that is a tough one because our reputation really was established via the croissants. And so we have our classic butter croissant, which happened to be my first employee's favorite dish out of everything we had to offer. She loves just the butter croissant just as it is. Then we also have the chocolate croissant, which is made with 2 batons of Belgian chocolate rolled up into our, usual croissant dough. And that usually goes head-to-head with our almond croissant, which is made with a house-made almond simple syrup, a house-made almond cream, and it is twice baked for extra crunchiness. I would have to say the chocolate and the almond go head steps ahead when it comes to our pastries.
Oh my goodness, you've got so many good things, and I'm already getting hungry. And I just had a bagel this morning.
With a croissant if you want.
I just had a bagel this morning, and I'm still getting hungry here. This is fantastic. And by the way, I have had your blueberry muffins before. Very delicious. And something I also have to note here too, that's a big compliment, is I love that you put it in. I love that the boxes that you put them in. They're nice and secure. You go to some places and they put it in a bag, and then, sometimes it can kind of fall apart or the chocolate on there might smear. No, here you've got those, I don't know, like the foldable boxes.
Yes, actually, and the great thing about those boxes is that they're made with sugarcane fiber. So much like our compostable cups, our boxes are also compostable. We try our best to, be economically friendly. That's why we only have one bag size to kind of cut down on the resources that we're using. And it's a little big, but we have no problem giving it to you.
Absolutely. I thought that's something that also stood out to me when I did go over there. It was about a couple months ago I went to stop in, and that was something. Of course, the food stood out, the service, of course, the cute atmosphere, the very cozy atmosphere, which I like, and the decorations. The older kind of looking chairs are really cool too. I like those. That was something that also stood out to me too, was that it comes in that nice box, which I really like. Some other quick questions here as well. How, your cafe, because I've been in there before, it has such a strong community vibe. Even though it's a smaller space, you still get to feel the vibrance of the community. Something I also really like too is on your windowsill, you allow for people to place advertisements.
Actually, yeah, and most recently we actually allocated those advertisements to a community board, which because it was getting a little bit cluttered on the sill, and we wanted to make sure that there was maximum visibility for everybody we're trying to kind of give a voice to. So on the wall, right when you come in, we have some cork that we set up, and we have tons of business cards and advertisements, for like the YWCA advertises their pads does. We have a lot of local artists and businesses that have their cards up there. So I think that since we added the community board, I think it was just before December, I want to say we added it, and it's been really great because that way it's a much better visibility than kind of low on the windowsill. Right. So right now on the windowsill, we just have my plant stand. We have some art by a young artist named Anna King. She is selling her T-shirts and some of her goods there, so that's also available. But yeah, we have the community board for anybody who has an advertisement of the word they're trying to get out there.
That's the thing I love about Sugar and Rhyme, too, is you're not just a coffee shop that, hey, we're just here to sell coffee and pastries. You're part of the community. You engage in the community. You allow people to come in, and you work with others. And I think that that's absolutely fantastic because it's all about being part of the community for each other, helping each other out. So I applaud you for that a lot.
Thank you so much. We are absolutely, as I mentioned before, over the moon with the fact that we chose Elgin when we chose to settle down. We looked at a lot of different places, including all the way out to Grand Junction, Colorado, to see if there was some place that might need a good bakery. And then we found Elgin, and we just fell in love. And you know what? With the arts, with, again, the community, like I myself am from Schaumburg, and I don't often really see so much of the strength of the community there, of, like a stranger talking to another one in a cafe, like, this one. So I really like to see what Elgin has as far as, our regulars, and just the fact that I've seen two complete strangers, have like a good long conversation with one another because they happen to be, both enjoying the croissant.
Absolutely. Before we let you go, I want to thank you again for your time to come on here to WRMN. If someone's visiting for the first time, what would you recommend they order from your menu?
Oh, wonderful. So this is my favorite question. If they're looking for a beverage, I would definitely recommend our creme brulee latte, as I mentioned before. But if they're looking for something perhaps more tea-oriented, but they kind of still want a latte, our Earl Grey lavender tea latte is wonderful. It tastes great with our house-made oat milk and any milk really. And then we also have for our pastries, I would definitely say, if it's there when you arrive, try the almond croissant. They sell out so very fast. Chef has been making more and more as we go and as we gather this data, but they sell out very fast. And if there's not an almond croissant, definitely give our chocolate croissant or even our veggie quiche a try. Our veggie quiche is made with roasted red peppers, caramelized onions, basil, and Chihuahua cheese. It's really light, and the crust is homemade, of course.
Oh, that sounds delicious. And I also have to say here, too, I see you recently posted onto the Facebook page that chocolate dipped strawberries will be back again pretty soon.
They will. We start taking orders today. So right now the prices are $3 for one chocolate dip strawberries. It is for six chocolate dip strawberries. It is 15, and then for a dozen, it is 30. Now, if you notice with those prices, if you order the six, you technically get a strawberry free, and if you order the dozen, you technically get two free.
Hey, that's a good plan. And I also see here, too, the raspberry chocolate mint latte. That looks fantastic. You also get that artistic touch to it, too, which is great. So
Yeah.
you put your full heart into this business, and I can definitely see that.
Thank you so much. We really feel that we do.
Very much so. So tell us a little bit, or before we let you go, how can people find more information about Sugar and Rhyme Coffee House?
Absolutely. So stopping in our store, of course, is one of my favorite methods because I could talk to you for weeks. You could also visit our website at sugarandrhyme.com. You can look us up on Google. We're also on Facebook and Instagram at this time. So if you have any questions, you can also just email me at sugarandrhyme@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to answer any of your questions.
Awesome. Kelly, thank you again so much for joining us, and we hope you have a wonderful, very sweet rest of your day.
Thank you so much, Matt. It was good to talk to you.
And you as well. Thanks again. I'll be stopping in pretty soon.
Wonderful. Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye-bye now. All right, that was Kelly Estrada of Sugar and Rhyme calling in with us, talking about the fantastic, cute little Sugar and Rhyme coffee house there that is more than just coffee and pastries. It's all about the community as well, too. And you can see some beautiful artwork that's posted in there as well. As part of the community, for the community, they make sure and ensure that you have some fantastic experiences with their delicious drinks and pastries, but also get that sense of community, coming together, sitting down, having a chat, and letting people know what's going on within the Fox River Valley. Very, very good. And within the Elgin area, too.